How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Every Brand Breakdown. My name is Eric, and we are going through every letter of the alphabet, breaking down a brand for that letter. I have a great playlist coming together on my channel, so thank you guys so much for watching. And if you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. This is one of the many types of videos that I put out, is Every Brand Breakdown. So we're going to go over the brand Vasque, a little bit of the history, take a look at the website, look at the eBay market, all that good, beautiful stuff. Vasque is primarily a footwear outdoorsy company. It was started in 1965 by William Sweezy, and William Sweezy was in control of Red Wing brand shoes at the time and made this division. It's actually under the parent Red Wing, so maybe you did not know that, but Vasque they're under the same brand control of Red Wing. They do make some kids shoes. Here you see on their website 5 different styles. Women's shoes, 38 different styles. Men's shoes, 44 different styles. So everything in total, about less than 100 different styles of shoes, which is pretty manageable, I feel like. And it's not like crazy like, I don't know, Nike or Adidas, you know. But you take a look at the men's. They have these classic retro. This is the Clarion. They have the Skywalk. This is another one of their classic shoes. And this is the Sundowner. This is also another one of their classic shoes. Sundowner in brown, Sundowner in black. So they retro these out. These are the ones they were making back. I think this was maybe the original style from the 60s, but I have definitely found these old original shoes before and sold them. And we'll be taking a look at the market in just a little bit. I want to look at what their most expensive shoe was. Price high to low, $239. Not crazy expensive. And price low to high, $109. So their cheapest shoes in the men's department is $109, and that just looks like a low top hiker. They do make some trail running shoes, and they do have kind of like a lifestyle-y up and comer, kind of like these shoes where it's just for more casual everyday wear. Vasque is an REI brand. 40 of their models look like they're carried at REI online, ranging from that $100 and something price point up into 200 and something bucks. Let's take a look at eBay, type in Vasque. We're going to search all. We're going to go to used because that's primarily what we're going to find. And 3,500 different models. It looks like their median price is between 50 and 65 bucks because that's kind of how they're separating it out. If we go to completed, 2,400 completed listings, sold 1,700 sold listings. Here's some vintage Sundowners, it looks like right here, that were pretty beaten up on the toe cap. $44 they sold for. And these were it looks like made in China. So these are the retroed ones. I believe the original ones say made in Italy on them, which is kind of ironic because the company is out of Red Wing, Michigan, but they still made some of their shoes in Italy, I think, to get a European presence. They really wanted to get a European market share, a European presence. Here's a more modern shoe. It sold for $38 plus 10 shipping. Some will have Vibram soles, as you can see. There we go. Hiking season is starting to come up as the winter turns into spring. So if you have hiking shoes, get them listed. Well, you should be listed anyways. But we're going to search price plus shipping highest first. And it looks like most expensive ones that sold are some Sundowners. These might have been vintage, yeah, made in Italy. So these are the Italian ones. They look to be in really good condition, and they sold for $300. Here's a pair, it sold for $248. Here's another vintage pair, it sold for $200. The vintage pair sold for $175. The stuff that you can't get anymore because they've been retroed out to China. Maybe people think the original ones are better. There's an Italian Sundowner. This, I think, is called the Skywalk, not the Sundowner. And it's got a nice Gore-Tex flap right there. So that's one of the materials that they build with is Gore-Tex. And yeah, these are definitely the vintage ones. And these guys sold for $125. And they stick out like a sore thumb, these styles. You'll see them at the thrift stores. That colorway, that blue, is just, it sticks out. And here's a look at the older logo right there, that it's got Vasque spell out in cursive with the world on it. Those are what I remember finding on my vintage pieces. And then let's see the more modern I guess this is their more modern logo, the V with the mountain. You can just tell it's like a more modern looking shoe rather than being built out of leather. Your high ankle leather hikers are probably going to be selling for the most amount of money. It's more material that it takes to build it. And then your low tops are going to be on the cheaper ends. That's usually, I don't know, how they price them out. And you always want to check for sole separation, especially on the vintage ones. I've found these where the sole is completely separated, crumbles out. You always want to check for that, and just overwear, because they are hikers. If somebody went and hiked the Appalachian Trail with these things, they are going to be destroyed and stink, so you're probably not going to want to buy those and sell those kind. Let's take a look at search results. Lowest, which is probably going to be poorly made auctions and pictures. And what do you know? Auction. Let's get auction. Auctions during the winter when people aren't really looking as much for hiking shoes. Let's go to buy it now only. Get rid of those auctions. Yeah, I don't know why this sold for 13. Maybe he meant to list it for 134 and typoed it out, especially for a sundowner. That's a very, very cheap for that. You're probably going to have a competition because they make such little models, and there are about 3,500 actively listed on eBay. So you might have competition for your exact model in that exact size. So you want to take good pictures if possible. Let's take a look and see if we can get a picture of a tag. And do we have a picture of the tag? No, we don't. There we go. Okay, so here's a style code right here, 7313M. So Vasque 7313M. So we're going to go to Vasque 7313M, go to, bam. That looks like the shoe. We did it in quotation. Oops, I didn't even spell Vasque right. I typoed that hard. The Grand Traverse hiking shoe, 7313. So that M is probably a medium width, that last letter. And what do you know? It's the Grand Traverse hiking shoe. So we found it pretty easily, just like that. That's a quick look at Vasque. If you guys haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up. If you have any questions about Vasque, put them in the comments section, and I will try my best to help. Thanks again for watching this episode of Every Brand Breakdown, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.